Hey there everyone, how's it going? It's another beautiful day here today, and we are here to do the Course in Miracles lessons. Our lesson for today is lesson 187, so let's get right on it. I bless the world because I bless myself. I bless the world because I bless myself. No one can give unless he has. In fact, giving is proof of having. We have made this point before. What seems to make it hard to credit is not this. No one can doubt that you must first possess what you give. It is the second phase on which the world and true perception differ, having had and given. Then the world asserts that you have lost what you've possessed. The truth maintains that giving will increase what you possess. How is this possible? For it is sure that if you give a finite thing away, your body's eyes will not perceive it yours. Yet we have learned that things but represent the thoughts that make them. And you do not lack for proof that when you give ideas away, you strengthen them in your own mind. Perhaps the form in which the thought seems to appear is changed in giving, yet it must return to him who gives it. Nor can the form it take be less acceptable. It must be more. Excuse me. Ideas must first belong to you before you give them. If you are to save the world, you first accept salvation for yourself. But you will not believe that this is done until you see the miracles it brings to everyone you look upon. Herein is the idea of giving clarified and given meaning. Now you can perceive that by your giving is your store increased. Protect all things you value by the act of giving them away, and you are sure that you will never lose them. What you thought you did not have is thereby proven yours, yet value not its form, for this will change and grow unrecognizable in time. However much you try to keep it safe, nor form endures. It is the thought behind the form of things that lives unchangeable. Give gladly. You can only gain thereby. The thought remains and grows in strength as it is reinforced by giving. Thoughts extend as they are shared, for they cannot be lost. There is no giver and receiver in the sense the word conceives of them. There is a giver who retains, another who give as well, and both must gain in their exchange, for each will have the thought and form most helpful to him. What he seems to lose is always something he will value less than what will surely be returned to him. Never forget, you give but to yourself. Who understands what giving means must laugh at the idea of sacrifice, nor can he fail to recognize that many forms which sacrifice may take. He laughs as well at pain and loss, at sickness and at grief, at poverty, starvation, and at death. He recognizes sacrifice remains the one idea that stands behind them all, and in his gentle laughter are they healed. Illusion recognized must disappear. Accept not suffering, and you remove the thought of suffering. Your blessing lies on everyone who suffers when you choose to see all suffering as what it is. The thought of sacrifice gives rise to all the forms that suffering appears to take, and sacrifice is an idea so mad that sanity dismisses it at once. Never believe that you can sacrifice. There is no place for sacrifice in what has any value. If the thought occurs, its very presence proves that error has arisen and correction must be made. Your blessings will correct it. Give first to you. It now is yours to give as well. No form of sacrifice and suffering can long endure before the face of one who has forgiven and has blessed himself. The lilies that your brother offers you are laid upon your altar with the ones you offer him beside them. Who could fear to look upon such lovely holiness? The great illusion of the fear of God diminishes to nothingness before the purity that you will look on here. Be not afraid to look. The blessedness you will behold will take away all thought of form. and leave instead the perfect gift forever there, forever to increase, forever yours, forever given away. Now are we one in thought, for fear has gone, and here before the altar to one God, one Father, one Creator, and one thought, we stand together as one Son of God, not separate from Him who is our source, not distant from one brother who is part of our one self, whose innocence has joined us all as one. We stand in blessedness and give as we receive. The name of God is on our lips, and as we look within, we see the purity of heaven shine in our reflection of our Father's love. Now are we blessed, and now we bless the world. What we have looked upon, we would extend, for we would see it everywhere. We would behold it shining with the grace of God in everyone. We would have it be withheld from anything we look upon. And to ensure this holy sight is ours, we offer it to everything we see. For where we see it, it will be returned to us in form of lilies we can lay upon our altar, making it our home for innocence itself, who dwells in us and offers us His holiness as ours. Wow, that is a very beautiful lesson again today. Some beautiful lessons recently. I bless the world because I bless myself. I bless the world because I bless myself. So what we have to understand with this lesson is that when we are taking these efforts to change our perspective on how we see others and how we react to others and how we connect with God, we are bringing on blessings to ourselves. But by doing that, we are also blessing others, and vice versa. So when you bless the world, you bless yourself. Remember, we are all one, and anything that we do for one of our brothers and sisters, we do for ourselves, and that includes us. So when we do it for ourselves, we also in turn bless our brothers and sisters with what it is that we are blessing ourselves with. So if we are blessing ourselves with knowledge, then we are also blessing the world with knowledge. The closer we become to God, the more connected we become with God, the more we emanate that to those that are around us, and they feel it, and they energetically pick it up as well. So this is a beautiful thing. And as I was reading it, I was thinking of a really good example, how sometimes we think we're giving things and we are losing them. But the best example that I can think of when it comes to the course in this lesson today is that of a teacher. So a teacher, is a person that goes to school and learns a subject, whatever that subject may be, English, math, science, whatever it is. They go to college, they learn all this information, and they store it in their minds, and now they're filled with all this knowledge. Now, what does a teacher do? They go and they disseminate all that information that they learned to new individuals. And it's a beautiful thing, because what are they doing? They're reinforcing what they thought they learned to someone new. They're giving that information to another person. And in doing so, they are blessing themselves, because now they are learning more of the subject that they learned, because they're seeing how others take it. They're seeing how others learn, and they're having to learn new ways to teach what they already know. So in turn, they are learning as well. So it's a give and take. You give and you receive it back. I don't want to say take, because you're not taking it. You're receiving it back. So when you're a teacher, you teach someone the subject that you learned, and in turn, they teach you something back. Because in your teaching, you have to alter how you communicate. You have to alter how you learned it sometimes, because not every person is the same. So I think that's a beautiful example of how this world should be working. We are all teachers. We all are getting information from God in different ways. And we all have the opportunity to share what we're learning from God and with our human experience with others. And it's our responsibility to do that. It's our responsibility to be guided, though, to be guided and listen to the appropriate guide, which is God. God is going to guide us to make the right choices, interact the right way, communicate with the correct words, so that we make a difference in the lives of those around us, and in turn they make a difference in the lives of the people that they touch, and so on and so on. It's a never-ending teaching that we must continue. So, as the lesson says today, I bless the world because I bless myself. I bless the world because I bless myself. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I really enjoyed it today. So I hope that you are spending time with those you love. I hope that you are making the best of the wonderful day that God has given us today. And I hope you take the time today to teach someone something new. Or if not something new, something that you love, something that you learned, something that you enjoy. Teach it to someone else and have them experience it through you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.